Now we move on to the next sum, children. See, before going to this sum, we have to see some adjustments. Okay. So, what are all the adjustments we are having? I will tell you. Abnormal income. Abnormal income in the sense, often we will never get that income for the partnership firm. Okay. How in the sense? Discount. For example, we can take discount. Every time, every purchase, whether we are getting same discount amount? No, isn't it? So, every time we are getting different amount of discount we are getting. So, every time also they will never give the discount. Okay. So, if you are purchasing more goods in the sense, they will give discount. Okay. So, on the time it will occur, abnormal income will come. Okay. So, that is called as abnormal income or non-recurring income. Often it will never get. Okay. So, do you understand, children, what is abnormal income? And then abnormal loss or non-recurring loss. So, this abnormal loss in the sense, for example, theft or any fire accident. Okay. So, it is abnormal. Often it will never happen, I said. So, any one time only accident will occur or any fire or theft will occur, isn't it? So any one time if you are getting that is called as abnormal loss. Okay. And then overvaluation of closing stock I will tell you later. First, abnormal income, how we should calculate in the sense. So, normally income minus expenditure equal to profit, that you know very well, isn't it? So, this income also what we will do usually we will be adding in the income itself. So, income we are adding in the sense, what we should do here we have to subtract that. Okay, in sum we have to subtract that. And then abnormal loss. Normally loss and all what we used to do we will subtract the loss, isn't it? So, we are subtracting the loss in the income in the sense, you have to add in the sum. Okay, that you should understand first. Then we will move on to the overvaluation of closing stock. Overvaluation in the sense what? It is valued more. So, for example, 1 lakh stock is there in the sense we unknowingly we wrote 1,50,000 or 2 lakhs. We wrote in the sense that is overvalued valuation. Okay. So, overvaluation of closing stock. I will tell you one simple example. See, this is a sum of 2017 trading account in a partnership company. Okay. See, opening stock is 50,000, purchase 2 lakhs, sales 2 lakhs 50,000, closing stock 1,50,000. Okay. So, this is the trading account. Okay. So, they got overall they got 4 lakhs here and then gross profit they got 1,50,000 here. So, 1,50,000 we got gross profit. See, if closing stock is 1,50,000 here, isn't it? So, that you see very clearly. Next, what I did. This is 2018's trading account. Every time before, for example, January to December is the accounting year in the sense, December month, what are all the goods we are having, that is the closing stock. That closing stock will be the opening stock for the next year. Okay, next opening stock for the next year. So, that is why here the closing stock is 1,50,000 in 2017. So, here you see in 2018 opening stock is 1,50,000. Afterwards you are purchasing, you are selling, that is different. So, this opening stock is 50,000, isn't it? So, again they are purchasing, selling and then they are getting 1 lakh gross profit. Okay. Here they are getting 2 lakhs closing stock. Sometimes it is overvalued. 1,50,000 only it should come. This is overvalued in the sense what will happen? It will affect the next year. Okay, same way here you see this is here 1 lakh only it should come in the sense. Okay, we unknowingly we wrote 1,50,000, isn't it? Automatically it affects the gross profit, isn't it? So, automatically it will affect the gross profit. 1 lakh only it should come in the sense here it will come 2 lakhs, isn't it? Isn't it? So, automatically everything will change. 3,50,000 only here it will come. 3,50,000, 3,50,000, and then here also 1 lakh only it will come, isn't it? Here 1 lakh only it will come. So automatically it will affect the, here 1 lakh only closing stock I said. So automatically next year here also it will affect 1 lakh. It will change. So again gross profit also change. This total also will change. Everything will change, isn't it? So that's why if the current year, if you did any mistake in the overvalued in the closing stock, in the sense, you have to subtract that current year. The next year what you should do? You have to add. Okay, then only the stock will be comes in a correct value. Okay, do you understand, children? Shall we move on to the sum? See, from the following information relating to Arul Enterprises, calculate the value of goodwill on the basis of 2 years purchase and the average profit of 3 years. The profit for the year ending 31st December 2016, 17, 18 were 46,000, 44,000, 50,000 respectively. A non-recurring income of 5,000 is included in the profit of the year 2016. The closing stock of the year 2017 was overvalued by 10,000. So here they have given so many adjustments. So already I said, before finding the goodwill, in finding the average profit itself, you have to adjust all the adjustments. Okay. So what we should do now, a small tabular column if I am doing, in the sense it will be easy for you to understand. Okay. Calculation of how many years they have given? 3 years, 2016, 2017, 2018. Okay, children. Now what we should do now? What is the profit they have given? First we have to write it. Okay. So profit, how many rupees? 46,000, 44,000, 50,000. Okay. Next what we should do? Less non-recurring what? Income. Non-recurring income, how much they have given? 5,000. So 5,000 year also they have mentioned. So which year they have mentioned, that year itself we have to adjust everything. Okay. So here what they have given, 5,000 included in the profit of the year 2016. So 2016 we have to less the non-recurring income. So 5,000 they have given. Here and all they didn't give anything. Okay. So for 41,000 you will be getting. So here 44,000, here 50,000. Okay. And then what we should do? The closing stock overvaluated, isn't it? So overvaluation of closing stock, what we should do? So current year you should subtract, the forthcoming year you have to add, isn't it? So less what? Overvaluation of closing stock. Okay. How much they have given? 10,000. Here they didn't give. So again what you should do? So 41,000, here 34,000, here 50,000. Next what you should do? You have to add 2018, that which one? This amount, closing stock. Okay. So add over valuation of opening stock. Okay, this is opening stock for the next year. Okay, so how much? 10,000. You have to add, isn't it? So how much you will be getting? 44,000. Here 34,000. Here you will be getting 60,000. Do you understand, children? So it is very easy to find out the total profit. Okay. Next what we should do? You have to find out the average profit and goodwill. Okay. So average profit equal to total. So you know that total profit divided by number of years. So how much you got? So 41,000 plus 34,000 plus 60,000, isn't it? Divided by number of years, how much they have given? 3. So 1,35,000 you got, divided by 3 equal to how much you will be getting? So 45,000 average profit. And then you have to find out the goodwill, isn't it? Goodwill, average profit into number of years of purchase, isn't it? So how much we got? 45,000 into how many years they have given? 2 years they have given. So rupees 90,000 you will be getting goodwill. Do you understand, children, this sum? Okay, copy this. Now we move on to the next sum. The following particulars are available in the respect of the business carried on by the partnership firm. Profits earned 2016 30,000, 2017 29,000 and 2018 32,000. Profit of 2016 includes a non-recurring income of 3,000. Profit of 2017 is reduced by 2,000 due to stock destroyed by fire. So here what they have given, adjustments they have given here. Okay, so non-recurring income also they have given, non-recurring loss also they have given. Okay, the stock is not insured, but it is decided to insure the stock in future. The insurance premium is estimated at 5,600 per annum. You are required to calculate the value of goodwill on the basis of 2 years purchase of average profit of the last 3 years they have given. Okay, so same way we have to calculate. Calculate the adjusted profit. So same tabular column you have to draw, and then particulars year. How many years they have given? 2016, 2017 and 2018. Okay. First we have to find out the profit. Okay. So first profit what they have given? 30,000, 29,000 and then 32,000. So here they have given non-recurring income. Okay, non-recurring in the sense, income in the sense what you should do? You have to subtract. Do you remember that? So subtract non-recurring income. So how much they have given? 3,000 rupees. Here they didn't give, here also they didn't give. So 27,000, 29, 32,000. And then, so next, stock destroyed by fire. So abnormal loss, isn't it? So abnormal loss in the sense already we subtracted in the income itself. So that's why here we have to add. Okay. So add abnormal loss. How much they have given abnormal loss? In the year of 2017 only it happened. So which year they have it happened, that year only you should write that amount. Okay. So 2,000 rupees you have to add. So 27,000, 27,000, 32,000. Okay. This is the adjustment profit. Okay. Profit we got. Okay. Now we move on to the sum. how we should do? So total average profit equal to total profit divided by number of years, isn't it? How much we got? Total profit 27,000 plus 1 minute. Here what we did is, sorry, here we should add, no, so 31,000 should come. Okay, sorry children. So here what we should do? 27,000, 31,000 plus 32,000. And then how many years? 3 years. How much we got? 90,000 we got. Okay. So divided by 3, how much? 30,000 we got the average profit. Now we find out the goodwill. So average profit into how many years of purchase they have given? 2 years. And then here also they have given one more adjustment, ma. You are the stock is not insured, but it is decided to insure the stock in future. The insurance premium is estimated at 5,600 per annum. So what we should do? We got average profit 30,000, isn't it? This 30,000, what we should do? No, we have to we have to pay the insurance premium. So how much we have to pay? 30,000 minus how much? 5,600 they have given insurance premium. So how much you will be getting? 24,400 you will be getting, isn't it? See, this 24,400 only you will be finding out the goodwill. Okay, this adjustment you should not forget, children. So 24,400 into how many years they have given? 2 years. Okay, so goodwill equal to 48,800. Okay, do you understand, children? Copy this. Now we move on to the next method. Okay, weighted average profit method. So far we saw average profit method. In that method we saw simple average profit method. Now we are going to see weighted average profit method. Okay, so weighted average profit method, the formula is the weighted average profit method equal to total of weighted profit divided by total of weight. Okay, that and all they have given in the sum, just we have to calculate and do the sum, that's all. Okay, here they have given, for the purpose of admitting a new partner, a firm has decided to value its goodwill at 3 years, purchase of the average profit at the last 4 years using weighted average profit. In question itself they have given the weighted average method. Profits of the past 4 years and the respective weights are as follows. So everything they have given in the question itself. Okay. So profit 2015 20,000, 2016 22,000, 2017 24,000, 2018 28,000. The weight also they have given 1, 2, 3, 4. So how we should do? No, you have to draw a tabular column. Okay. See. Calculated of weighted profit. Okay, weighted average profit. Again you should do a tabular column, year, and then profits, and then weights, and then weighted profit. See, weighted profit, how you should do? No, you have to multiply with this and that. So I will tell you later. And then year 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. Profits they have given 20,000, 22,000, 24,000 and then 28,000. Okay. And then weight also they have given 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. What you should do now? You have to multiply with profits into weight. Okay, you will be getting the weighted profit. Okay, 20 into 1, 20,000. And then 22, 44,000. 72,000. And then 1,12,000. So here also you have to add, here also you have to add. You will be getting 2,48,000. Here you will be getting 10. Okay. First you have to find out the weighted average profit here. Then we move on to the sum. How you should do, no? So weighted average profit. So what is the formula? Total weighted profit divided by total weight. How much we got? 2,48,000 we got. Total weight we got 10, isn't it? So 24,800 we are getting. And then you have to find out the goodwill. So as usual, goodwill formula, weighted average profit to number of years of purchase. Okay, how much we got average profit? 24,800. How many years they have given here? 3 years. Okay, you will be getting rupees 74,400. Okay, this is the goodwill, 74,400. Do you understand, children? Copy this.